wanna stay that way for the longest time. Baby, I wanna be your sole provider. Oh, baby, I've been waiting for a lifetime for somebody like you to give my love, all my love, day and night. Just say you'll be mine for the rest of your life, and I'll show you why, baby. I wanna be your sole provider, and baby,
Do you have a passion for sport? Then Sports Highlights is a place to be. Share the passion every Sunday and Wednesday, 7 to 9 p.m. Sports from the heart, only on Sports Highlights.
CK Graves and Company is the number one supermarket, 100% Intention supermarket. We've got more of what you're looking for in multiple locations to serve you more and more. In business now for over 50 years, and you will always save by shopping right here. Oh yes, we're number one, CK Graves and Company, and we are Vincent Johns, a supermarket for you and me.
Now let's be real. We're not all police officers, but we all want to safeguard our finances. And that's why the Police Cooperative Credit Union is open to everybody. That's right, we cater for anybody. At a brand new location too. Step up to the Police Cooperative Credit Union headquarters on Bay Street between Diamond Girl and Lanes number 2. And we provide a range of top-class financial services, including fixed deposits, quick cash, savings, and loans, and a survivor's benefit grant of $5,000. We're open 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday to Friday, and up to 11:30 on Saturday. Check us out on Facebook or call Police Cooperative Credit Union at 485-6840. And remember, even if you're not a police officer, we're cool with that.
St. Vincent Containers proudly introduces its high-quality bathroom tissue. Furtis, Lilies, Midushi. Manufactured to conform to local, CARICOM, and international standards. Tested and certified by the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Bureau of Standards. No roll less than 300 sheets. Legitimate sheet and core sizes. Virgin pulp, no recycled. Soft but not lightweight. Professionally produced and packaged. Now available throughout St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Furtis, Lilies, Midushi. Excellent Vincentian products.
Instacash now offering you more chances to win. With 2 new games. There's Strike for $2 and In Between available at $3. These 2 new games are loaded with cash prizes. With Strike, you can match up to 10 numbers and win $2,500. In Between, so easy to play, offering up to $6,000. Get your Instacash Strike and In Between tickets at Lotto agents. And remember, with Instacash, there's no waiting for a draw, and you can win instantly.
The public is asked to note that chiropractor Dr. Edmund Seeley is now conducting clinic and will see patients by appointments only. To make an appointment, call 456-9318 or 531-5318. The UWI Global Campus St. Vincent and the Grenadines Sir Dwight Venner Independence Lecture will be held on Thursday, October the 17th, 2024 at the UWI Global Campus at 7 p.m. The lecture will be held under the theme Rock of Ages, the Making of the Vincentian Church. The panelists will include Dr. Michael Denny, Dr. Adrian Fraser, Dr. Cleve Scott, and Dr. Arnold Thomas. It's the UWI Global Campus St. Vincent and the Grenadines Sir Dwight Venner Independence Lecture on Thursday, October the 17th, 2024, at the UE Global Campus. The SPG National Trust invites you to its book launch on Friday, October the 18th, 2024, at the Curators Lodge Botanical Gardens at the CWSA entrance. The book, titled Against Toleration, Britain's Persecution of the Spiritual Baptists, is written by Claudius Fergus. The book launch begins at 4:30 p.m.
Do you have a passion for sport? Then Sports Highlights is a place to be. Share the passion every Sunday and Wednesday, 7 to 9 p.m. Sports from the heart, only on Sports Highlights.
CK Graves and Company is the number one supermarket for 100% intention. The Intention Supermarket. We've got more of what you're looking for in multiple locations to serve you more and more. In business now for over 50 years, and you will always save by shopping right here. Oh yes, we're number one. CK Graves and Company, and we are Vincent John, a supermarket for you and me.
Now let's be real. We're not all police officers, but we all want to safeguard our finances. And that's why the Police Cooperative Credit Union is open to everybody. That's right, we cater for anybody. At a brand new location too. Step up to the Police Cooperative Credit Union headquarters on Bay Street between Diamond Girl and Lanes number 2. And we provide a range of top-class financial services, including fixed deposits, quick cash, savings, and loans, and a survivor's benefit grant of $5,000. We're open 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday to Friday, and up to 11:30 on Saturday. Check us out on Facebook or call Police Cooperative Credit Union at 485-6840. And remember, even if you're not a police officer, we're cool with that.
St. Vincent Containers proudly introduces its high-quality bathroom tissue. Furtis, Lilies, Midushi. Manufactured to conform to local, CARICOM, and international standards. Tested and certified by the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Bureau of Standards. No roll less than 300 sheets. Legitimate sheet and core sizes. Virgin pulp, no recycled. Soft but not lightweight. Professionally produced and packaged. Now available throughout St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Furtis, Lilies, Midushi. Excellent Vincentian products.
Instacash now offering you more chances to win. With 2 new games, there's Strike for $2 and In Between available at $3. These 2 new games are loaded with cash prizes. With Strike, you can match up to 10 numbers and win $2,500. In Between, so easy to play, offering up to $6,000. Get your Instacash Strike and In Between tickets at Lotto agents. And remember, with Instacash, there's no waiting for a draw, and you can win instantly.
The public is asked to note that chiropractor Dr. Edmund Seeley is now conducting clinic and will see patients by appointments only. To make an appointment, call 456-9318 or 531-5318.
Okay, I guess, Nikki, are you hearing me?
Yes, loud and clear here.
Okay, I want to see myself. You take off all that stuff because I have limited access. Not just access, but I'm kind of crammed here. Could you take off that so I could
Take off what?
You overlaying me with the sports highlights thing.
No, that move already. Your internet slow.
Oh man.
Go ahead.
So
you're on live. Yes, I'm seeing you clearly.
Okay, all right. Well, it's your fault because you put on all that neon lights. You think I'm on Broadway with like George Benson or what? Well, let me say good night. Let me say good night to each and every one. This is Sports Highlights for Wednesday. It normally happens on the Wednesdays and Sundays. And I'm here in Orlando, Florida, on our virtual studio. Nicholas Sandy, but we call him Nicky. Nicodemus, the man by night, in the studio there to assist me. And I want to welcome each and every one of you for to coming in here. I just can't see myself, and it's problematic for me right now. It makes me look feel I have to take this overlay off. So you all forgive me 1 minute.
We seeing you, doggy. We seeing you. No
yes,
overlays
but yeah, but it's on my stuff, so it's really giving me trouble. I don't feel I don't feel comfortable with it as it is.
Okay, so let me run some ads until you get started.
Okay, just run back the ads and then we get.
Do you have a passion for sport? Then Sports Highlights is a place to be. Share the passion every Sunday and Wednesday.
CK Graves and Company is the number one supermarket, 100% concession. Intention Supermarket. We've got more of what you're looking for in multiple locations to serve you more and more. In business now for over 50 years, and you will always say by shopping right here. Oh yes, we're number one. CK Graves and Company, and we are Vincent John's, a supermarket for you and me.
Now let's be real. We're not all police officers, but we all want to safeguard our finances. And that's why the Police Cooperative Credit Union is open to everybody. That's right, we cater for anybody. At a brand new location too. Step up to the Police Cooperative Credit Union headquarters on Bay Street, between Lemon Girl and Lynch number 2. And we provide a range of top-class financial services, including fixed deposits, quick cash, savings, and loans, and a survivor's benefit grant of $5,000. We're open 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday to Friday, and up to 11:30 on Saturday. Check us out on Facebook or call Police Cooperative Credit Union at 485-6840. And remember, even if you're not a police officer, we're cool with that.
St. Vincent Containers proudly introduces its high-quality bathroom tissue. Furtis, Lilies, Midushi. Manufactured to conform to local, CARICOM, and international standards. Tested and certified by the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Bureau of Standards. No roll less than 300 sheets. Legitimate sheet and core sizes. Virgin pulp, no recycled. Soft but not lightweight. Professionally produced and packaged. Now available throughout St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Furtis, Lilies, Midushi. Excellent Vincentian products.
Instacash now offering you more chances to win with 2 new games. There's Strike for $2 and In Between available at $3. These 2 new games are loaded with cash prizes. With Strike, you can match up to 10 numbers and win $2,500. In Between, so easy to play, offering up to $6,000. Get your Instacash Strike and In Between tickets at Lotto agents. And remember, with Instacash, there's no waiting for a draw, and you can win instantly.
The public is asked to note that chiropractor Dr. Edmund Seeley is now conducting clinic and will see patients by appointments only. To make an appointment, call 456-9318 or 531-5318. The UE Global Campus St. Vincent and the Grenadines Sir Dwight Venner Independence Lecture will be held on Thursday, October the 17th, 2024 at the UE Global Campus at 7 p.m. The lecture will be held under the theme Rock of Ages, the Making of the Vincentian Church. The panelists will include Dr. Michael Denny, Dr. Adrian Fraser, Dr. Cleve Scott, and Dr. Arnold Thomas. It's the UE Global Campus St. Vincent and the Grenadines Sir Dwight Venner Independence Lecture on Thursday, October the 17th, 2024 at the UE Global Campus. The SPG National Trust invites you to its book launch on Friday, October the 18th, 2024 at the Curator's Lodge Botanical Gardens at the CWSA entrance. The book, titled Against Toleration, Britain's Persecution of the Spiritual Baptists, is written by Claudius Fergus. The book launch begins at 4:30 p.m.
Okay, well, I'm back there, and I apologize for that. I just couldn't get my virtual studio looking the way it should look, so I could see who is on, and it was kind of masked there. So I apologize for that. So I want to start with the issue of the. I gotten an email earlier today, and I just can't see it on the email. I don't know if someone removed it. It came from Miss Vanessa Hadley, the administrator of the Swimming Association. The Swimming Federation, that is, the Swimming Federation. They will be hosting the 32nd OECS Swimming Championships in SVG at Shrewsbury Aquatic Center from November 8th to the 10th, 2024. And they sent an attachment of all the rules and regulations and so forth. I just want to let people know that swimming would be in November 8th to the 10th here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. That's the OECS Swimming Championship. Also, we're supposed to have a guest today with our national football coach, Mr. Ezra Hendrickson. He is out of the state at this moment, but he promised to come and be a part of a guest in the program today. So we hope that materializes, because sometimes when you travel, you may not be as available as you would want to be. But let me congratulate him on the issue of pulling it off. He did say that we will do well in the football competition, the Nations Cup, and so said, so done. We are there, and we have done our part. We lost one game, which we were hoping that we didn't. And Ezra is there, so we lost one game, 3-2. Then we come back and win 3-1. So let me start with Ezra tonight, since that he is as case as good goal. Good evening, Ezra. How are you?
Good evening. Good evening. How are you doing? I'm good.
I was punting on the goal, good goal. Case is good goal.
Yeah, man. Always.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing fine. I'm in Seattle, just back taking a week off. I'll be back next week to start preparing for El Salvador trip.
It's cold up there.
Well, it's only about 60, but because I've been in 90-degree weather in St. Vincent, it feels really cold. But it's not actually cold.
Yeah, we get spoiled in St. Vincent. That's the problem.
Yeah. But you know what? It's like extremely hot back home, though. I don't know what's going on. There's some kind of heat wave or something. I struggle with that, actually.
Yeah, well, you will acclimatize just now. You need one more year in the sun, and you'll be doing fine.
Definitely,
you'll be doing fine. And that's one of the things with the conditioning of our footballers. I remember when we played Suriname. The day when we beat Suriname in St. Vincent, I think it was 3-1. If I'm stand to be corrected on the score, but I think it's 3-1. It was extremely hot that day. And after about 10 minutes into the second half, you could see that the Surinamese couldn't handle the heat, but our guys were running and really ran them into the ground, We should have scored more goals, but we didn't do that. But hopefully that would turn around now. And I noticed that we have been scoring for the last couple of games that we played. And that is important.
Yeah, that's very important. One of the things that has plagued this team as recent as back in June is not capitalizing on the opportunities. So that's something, when we came in as a staff, we wanted to make sure that we changed, because at the end of the day, goals win games, right? one more than your opponent. So I think that's something that we really focused on, and it's helping out because, like you said, we scored 5 goals in the last couple of games against a very, very good team.
So,
A lot of people don't really understand. El Salvador is a very good team. They're ranked 80th for a reason because it's a very, very good team.
yes. So when we can hold them, when we can win against them, it is important. But also, Ezra, as you know, as a coach, I preach into the converted. The fact remains that when you play those kinds of games, the team can only do better.
Yes.
Because
And go
go ahead.
No, I was just saying it's experience, right? And I think the lack of experience hurt us in the first game on Thursday, because when you look at it, we should really win both games. I mean, we for 180 minutes really took it to a team that's a very good team. So I really have to applaud the players because, psychologically, and the emotional letdown that they went through and that they suffered after that Thursday game, it's really hard to come back 2-3 days later and come out the way we did. I mean, the first 36 seconds we had a shot on goal, and then again followed it up the next, within the next 2 minutes. So that was really good for me to see the players able to, mentally, forget about what happened Thursday and regroup and come at El Salvador the way that they did in that first half on Sunday. It's really, really pleasant as a coach to see that kind of mental maturity, if you want to call it.
And we must say that the football lovers came to support.
Yes, and that's always good. You're at home, even on the day we were technically the away game, but it's at our place. So we're at the end of the day, we're a home game, we're a home team, and to feed off that type of energy from the crowd, and that was special. That was special.
Certainly. Now, you came in. I've made my comments already, Ezra. I have great respect for you. I say that without water in my mouth. Because as you know, Nice Radio tracked you from a long time ago.
Yes.
And
yes,
we
certainly.
always kept in touch with you even when you were in the MLS.
Right.
And we always promoted you. And I looked at your progression in the MLS and how you carried yourself through the game as a player and then later on in the coaching staff. Give us a little bit of insight what the MLS was to you. I don't want to go back to the St. Vincent part of you playing St. Vincent for St. Vincent, where he fell out. So I have to wait until he logged back in because he fell out there. All right.
Yeah, don't remember me, and I'm just
yes. I'm just going to acknowledge you. I'm just going to acknowledge you.
No,
I
that's
notice
fine.
you are in a very comfortable position.
No, because remember, I was on it all around, but now I can't see you since you. I mean, you're. I can't see myself.
You can't see yourself?
No, but it's fine anyway.
You should be seeing yourself, but I had an issue before. I don't know if it was the platform was messing up. And as a host, it's difficult when I can't see everybody and so forth. I hope Ezra will get back in there soon. He had to have some issue why he couldn't get there. But since we in the football and Ezra's Day, CONCACAF confirms the 2024-25 CONCACAF Nation Leagues quarterfinals and the play-in matchups. Quarterfinals, Mexico versus Honduras, Canada versus Suriname, United States versus Jamaica, and Panama versus Costa Rica. Playing Guadeloupe versus Cayman Islands, Cuba versus St. Kitts and Nevis, French Guiana versus Belize, Guyana versus Barbados. That's the play-in. And in the other quarterfinals, winners will advance to the 2025 CONCACAF Nations League finals and qualify for the 2025 CONCACAF Gold Cup. It says the CONCACAF has confirmed the Nations League quarterfinals and play-in matchups. The home and away series will take place during the FIFA match window of November 2024 and determine the teams advancing to CONCACAF Nations League finals at Hollywood Park and the Sophie Stadium in Los Angeles, California, and the 2025 Gold Cup prelims, respectively. The quarterfinals winners will also qualify for next summer's Gold Cup. After the completion of the group stage play for League A, which took place in September and October, the two top teams from each group, Costa Rica and Suriname Group A, and Jamaica and Honduras Group B, have advanced to the quarterfinals, joining the four top ranked preceded teams was Canada, Mexico, Panama, and United States, listed in alphabetical order. So we can have now, we see Ezra is back, and let me unmute him. Okay, right. So Ezra, you fell out. I hope you
Yeah,
didn't
sorry
have
about that. The
hope
phone
you didn't
flipped
have
out
a,
on me.
I hope you didn't have a lightning strike and some thunderstorm up in Seattle.
No. The phone just, I don't know, it flipped out on me. It was crazy.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. I think you were asking about my progression through the MLS, right?
Right.
Something
Right.
along that line.
Yes. I wanted you to give us a little background because even though the real football fans would have known about you, but there are a lot of people who just love football but don't really get into the nitty-gritty of football. For those persons, Sports Highlights want to get you to give a little more insight into what you did within that framework and platform of the MLS.
Okay, so let me take you back just a couple years before that. In '94, I graduated from. I'm going to age myself here, but in '94, I graduated from university, and at the time, it was just right before the World Cup in the U.S. MLS hadn't started yet, so I went and I played in Brazil for a few months there. But in '96, the MLS started, and I didn't get on a team. But in '97 is when I came into the league, the second year of the league. Came in with the New York Metro Stars at the time. They're called the New York Red Bulls now. Was there for about 6-7 months, and then got traded to Los Angeles Galaxy, and that's where my career really took off. You know, in with the Galaxy. I was a rookie, first year player, and I really excelled while I was there. And I spent 7 years. I played 12 years in the league, and I spent 7 of those years with the Galaxy. So those were my formidable years, if you want to call it that. And at the time, coincidentally, I was playing also with Vinci Heat. So that's the major part of my my MLS career. And then after that, I went on to play in Dallas. Went to DC, won another championship there. I won a championship with LA, won in DC, and then came back to LA for a couple of years. And I finished up my last 3 seasons with the Columbus Crew. My coach, Ziggy Schmidt, who coached me in LA, was also my coach in Columbus, and we also won a championship there in Columbus. So as a player, I was part of 3 championships, and then in 2009 he took the job in Seattle, and that's how I got to Seattle. He asked me to retire and become his assistant coach, and at first I was reluctant because I was 37 at the time. I wanted to play a little bit more, but then after thinking about it and considering the offer, not knowing when you're going to get that offer again, I decided to retire, and I joined him in Seattle. And so as a coach, I was there from 2009 till 2017. We won a championship there. We won several FA Cups, which is Open Cups, similar to the FA Cup in England. I think we won like 4 there, and then we won a championship in 2016. with Seattle. Ziggy got fired, and then he took the job with the Galaxy in 2018, and he brought me down from Seattle with him in Los Angeles. So the majority of my career was either was with Ziggy either as a player of his or as an assistant coach of his. And I have to really, he's gone now, he's passed, but I have to really thank him for, the projection of which, of how my career went, because that first few months in New York didn't go so well. And, I talked to my agent and I got out of there, and it was a blessing in disguise, because once I went to LA, I was able to establish myself and really perform at a level that I knew I could perform at. And so that was good for me. And then when he took the job in Columbus, he brought me there. When he took the job in Seattle, he brought me also in Seattle as a coach. So I have to really, uh, be grateful for him, helping me out and really being like a father figure to me throughout those years. But it was a very successful career of mine. I really enjoyed playing. I really, you know, repping, St. Vincent and whenever I score, and then making sure that, whatever reporter, whatever interview I did, I always, had that 100% Vincy, you know, attitude about me. And I always let people know, I'm not from Jamaica. I'm not from Trinidad. I'm from, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So that was always a pleasure of mine to put, St. Vincent on the map. And it's something that I've continued to do, even as a coach. When I coach, I have my little flag on the bench. And anyone who knows me knows how, you know, dear St. Vincent is to my heart. I mean, after the game on Sunday night, I just went in a corner and I just cried. Um,
So Ezra dropped out on us there. Yeah. Yeah. So I could understand the emotions, because when you are attached to, as Ezra played for Vinci Heat, as he said, as we know him, they always brought him back. That's one thing Major Leacock, when he was president, was always adamant about, that we always need to have Ezra back, and his proved to always be useful. Alex, the MLS has gone through a lot of changes. It started, I remember when, like, Pete Morris was playing for Virginia, and he was in college in Virginia before he came back. And I always thought that he would, but the MLS didn't fully take off until years after. So that poses a problem for persons who wanted to excel. I'm hoping that Ezra would get back in there. Ezra, you there still? I see his audio came up, but he's having some issues there. Maybe his phone is giving him some trouble, so he's off. So I guess he will come back in shortly. Nikki, you see, when you see you have good players, and we had a lot of great players, but they never had the opportunity. As I was saying, we had a lot of great players, especially our '79 team. That era, we had great players before, but we didn't have FIFA then. We were not part of FIFA. They didn't have all these other games that were playing, and they didn't have all the opportunities available to scholarships and universities. I was saying, I remember when Pete Morris was playing for Virginia.
right.
And I thought that, he would have gotten a break otherwise. But the MLS, give us a little background on the structure of the MLS as it is back then when you started in the MLS, and what it is today.
Yeah. Well, it was a little more rigid back when I started. First of all, as a foreigner, it was very difficult to get into the league, because at the time they were limiting the foreign players to, I think, like 5. And because the league was just starting, they wanted, they chose the foreign players with name, let's say to speak. They weren't looking for Ezra Henderson from St. Vincent. It was the Valderramas, the Donatonis, guys who were well established world footballers. because they wanted to market the league and they needed the big names, to draw crowds. So for a player like me, it was very difficult, and I didn't get into the league until the second year. But I played in a lower league in '96, and I was the defender of the year in that league. So that exposed me to the MLS. So that was how I was able to get in. Now it's a lot easier. There's a lot more exposure, and that's something I try to share with the players now that I'm coaching with Vinci Heat. Is like, guys, there's so much more opportunities now than there was when I was coming up, or even the guys before me. So you guys need to really be grateful that you have this opportunity and take it. Take this opportunity. Try to do the best you can. To get into the league. Because it's a very good league. It's improved a lot. When I was playing, there were 10 teams. Now there are 29 teams, and it's just continued to grow. And so
and
why
it,
should
and it has attracted a lot of big stars now.
Yes, certainly. And why should the MLS be going to Europe to look for players when the Caribbean is right there in their backyard with good players, and a lot of Caribbean players have done really well in the MLS. So the opportunity is there, and if we can get this team into the Gold Cup, which is a goal of mine, to get this Vinci Heat team into the Gold Cup in next year, that would even open more doors and provide more exposure for the current players. Because I'm telling you right now, on this team, there's 5 or 6 players who can really go out there and make it as professionals. So, and as we continue to train and we continue to get better, that number will grow also. So the opportunity is there, and I just want the players to take it because, like I said, the league is right next door, and so why should we not, aspire to join that league, to be in that league, and make some money for.
Yeah, I think Ezra is having some internet issues because it's chunking with him there. It's an interesting conversation, and that's the thing that I would like to see happen, wherein we have more of our players. America is so close to us; it's easy to commute to. You wouldn't be as homesick as you would be, especially if you're in Europe. And a lot of the places where the soccer is being played, like in Los Angeles, South Florida, Georgia, all those southern states, the weather is not too bad. And so we like to see a lot of our guys get a chance to be a professional in the same MLS league, because I think they may expand the league from my thing to 42 instead of 39. So you may see more. You might not probably see like much more than that too, but I hope that will be. Hey, let me just continue in the line of football. Let's give you some of the things about what CONCACAF is saying. The preceded nations ranked. Okay, Ezra is there back. Ezra, you go ahead and continue where you left off.
Sorry.
I was just trying to keep.
Sorry about that. No, I was just talking about the opportunities that the current players now have, and my appeal to them is to grasp it with 2 hands and really strive to do your best to get out of the country to help your family, which will in turn help the team become better and help the nation as a whole. So it's not an easy task because not too many people can become professionals, but I think if you got the talent and you work hard and you stay committed, you stay disciplined, I think there are a few players on this team that can really excel in the league.
Your assessment, you give a little insight about that we have some talents there. As a coach, how receptive were the players with you coming into suddenly as a new coach into the Vinci Heat? What the reception was like?
Well, I think it was good. One thing that happened was I think the first couple of days of training, the players were a little nervy. Yeah, they were a little nervous because it's a new coach. It's a whole new philosophy, a new way of. They would have to learn how, as far as playing my style of play. So I think they were nervy the first couple of days, and I sat them down and I said, "Fellas, listen, I'm a Vincentian, just like you guys. I'm not. Yes, I'm coming from a foreign nation, but I'm a Vinci. So just relax, just play, and we'll be fine." So after that, though, everything has been spot on. I mean, it's been a great time, and winning helps, So and we've been doing well, so the players, they enjoy that.
Okay, we have a culture because we are not a vibrant. We don't have a league structure of a professional league structure, so the demands on the players themselves are as stringent as if where you played in the MLS. You give us also a little insight what it is like for playing with a professional team that the management expects certain things of you and demands certain things of you. Give us a little taste of that.
Well, there's a certain level of discipline that you have to have. There's no, oh, I get up, I look out, it's snowing, or it's 40 degrees, I'm not going to go in today. That you have to be committed because at that level, there's the next player waiting to take your position, so you can't really, you have to be very, very committed. You have to be very disciplined. There are days when you're going to have bad days and you just got to find a way to push through because, like I said, it's very competitive. And the minute you slack off or the minute that you're not producing or you're not playing well, then the next player's out.
Well, it says the same thing for coaches too. Coaches come and go very easily in these hostile, should I say, hostile environment with respect for achieving.
I didn't. You cut out there a little bit. I didn't hear.
Yeah, I said it's my understanding is that within the framework of these professional leagues, it's hostile in the sense that the investors into these franchises expect a lot of things, and if they don't receive it, then a lot of persons who, like yourself, would have been a coach and your good friend who got fired at the time when he got fired, even though he was still performing well, but they didn't get the return on the investment, I guess. What is the comparison that you have with that environment as against an island team that you have now taken over?
Well, it's results. Even with St. Vincent and the Grenadines, the fans, they want results. And one of the things I tell the players is, yeah, we played well on Thursday, but at the end of the day, we did not win. We made a couple of bad errors, which spoiled our effort that we put out throughout the rest of the match. And so it's similar. The only thing, maybe you have a longer leash with an island team like St. Vincent than you do with a professional team. But at the end of the day, the president, in this case, for the federation, he wants results. The fans want results. And it's no different than it is with a professional team. Just that you have a shorter leash, and if the results aren't coming as quick as they wanted to, then they move on to the next guy. So that's something that these investors, they put in a lot of money into their franchise, and they want to see a good ROI, or a return on investment. And when that doesn't come as quickly as they expect, then decisions are made. So it's a very unstable environment.
Okay, now that we have last 1-1-1. What is our position in going forward now for this tournament?
Yeah, so we're in second place on 7 points behind El Salvador. They have 9 points. Even though we both only lost one, we tied a game, and they haven't tied. They won 3, and we've won 2 and tied 1. So we're at 7. They're at 9. The winner of the group goes to the Gold Cup. So we're 2 points behind them in that aspect. We both have 2 games left. So there's a possibility that they drop points. We don't know what's going to happen, but we have to take care of our business, win our next 2 games against Bonaire and Montserrat, and then see what happens. Hopefully they drop points, and then we're still in competition for first place. However, if not, there's a second route in which we can go to the Gold Cup or go to League A at the least by being the top second place team in League B. And we're in a good position to do that based on the other results from the other groups. So if we win our next 2 games, we finish on some miraculous, we will be a top second place team, but we'll have to play a play-in game. So we'll have to play an extra game, and that's something that we're trying to avoid. So we're hoping that El Salvador drop points and then we win our 2 games. But nothing happens for us unless we win both of our games. We have to win both of our games.
Where are we playing those games?
Those games will be played in El Salvador. Mm-hmm. However, they would not be against El Salvador. But you better believe that the El Salvadoran fans are going to come out and cheer against us as if we were playing against El Salvador, because we are their competitor. We're the top. Yeah. We're the one team that could knock them out of the group and win the group. So I already told the players it's going to be in El Salvador, not against El Salvador, but it's going to feel like it's against El Salvador because their fans are going to make sure that we don't win those 2 games. So it's not going to be easy.
Well, I believe that you will do a good job in preparing them as best as you can, and we hope that we could make it. No, I wanna, in terms of the goal. So if El Salvador drop a point and they come out in the same points with us at the end of these 2 games, we would have to come out on top. You would have to have a better goal average than them, right?
Yes, better goal difference.
So it's important that we score early and score as much as we can.
And also that we don't give up many goals. Yeah. Because every time you give one up, then it takes one off of what you've scored. So we score a lot and hopefully get 2 shutouts against those teams. When we shut out feasible. We just have to make sure that we win the game. The ideal thing would be El Salvador to tie against both Bonaire and Montserrat, and then we win both our games. We win the group, and we go to the Gold Cup. But we'll see what happens there.
Okay. All right. Well, I want to wish you all the best, Ezra, and wish Vinci Heat all the best. I want to thank you for coming and visiting us on Sports Highlights, and you have the link. It's static link, so anytime you want to jump in with Sports Highlights and give us a visit without an invitation, you have an open invitation. This way, you may want to discuss something, and certainly I know that people would like to hear from you.
Well, yeah, I want to thank you guys for having me on tonight. I just want to say something to the public.
Sure,
we have
go
momentum.
right ahead.
Yeah, we have a momentum that we're building here with Vinci Heat. And I think it's when you look at the way the stadium and the people, how elated and how happy they were at the end of that game on Sunday night. This can be something that can really uplift the people. And, times are not easy right now in St. Vincent, but to give these people, Vincentians, even those abroad in the diaspora, something to look forward to, something to cherish, something to be happy about, is something that we want to continue to do. When I came, I said, listen, this is not going to happen overnight, but I see a lot of potential here, and with the right guidance, this team can go very far. And that's something that I'm trying to do. It's a feeling I'm trying to bring to the nation, to the people of the nation. Get everyone to be happy, make people want to come out and watch football, because for too long now, it hasn't been good enough. And we're gonna take some bumps in the road, but we're a team that want to really ride this momentum and continue to grow as a team and continue to get better and get some of these young men out, to help their family situations out and to really put St. Vincent on the map, because right now in MLS there's not a Vincentian. I think there's one Vincentian player. He lives in Canada. That's in the league, and I'm sure we could have many more players. And it's not just MLS, other leagues, in Europe or wherever. We have enough talent, and so we just want to ask the fans to come out and continue to support us, encourage us, and help us to get this team to where it deserves to be. St. Vincent should be a top team in the region. You hear about Jamaica, you hear about Haiti, these other teams. There's no reason why people should St. Vincent. That have started throughout FIFA, and we got to continue.
Certainly. Well, I want you to enjoy a little break, because you will be very busy when you return from seeing your family. So you enjoy it. I know it's a long trip. It's a long trip to ride, to go where you are, to come back again.
Yes, it's not easy, but for family, it's worth it, right? It's a very important part of what, of where I'm at and who I am and why I'm able to do what I do, because I have that support, so I'm very, happy whenever I get a chance to come see my fiance, see my daughters, and just, let them know that, I'm away, but, I'm not, I still think about them, so it's for me, it's the ride, even though it's long, it's nothing, it's something I would do every day.
It's great anticipation.
Yes, certainly.
Okay. Well, Ezra, thanks a lot. I know, see, like you're driving, huh?
Yes, I'm driving.
Yeah, you're driving.
I'm driving and talking on the phone. A little illegal, but awesome.
That's all right. Well, God bless. Have a safe drive.
Yes.
Be careful, and we look forward to seeing and hearing from you again. Okay. Thanks a lot. God bless.
Good night.
All right. So that is Ezra Hendrickson. You heard it from the national coach as his aspirations for the team, and a little outlook to understand a little bit more how the world of professional sports is being played and the expectations from all of that. So that's a bit there. In the local football, though, just want to tell you that, well, Leyu League, the Leyu, not the league, but Leyu tournament, which is the William Hillswood Sturdy Hillswood tournament. Yesterday, on Tuesday, Jamrock scored 3 and the older boys scored only 1. And today, Pasha 4-1 against the Leyu under 17. The scores of Pasha was Kenja Joseph, he scored a hat-trick, and Arian Velox scored 1. In the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Community College, Sports Sciences, soon grads moved on top of the group of Group 2, while System 3 Youths and Galaxy Gladiators recorded impressive victories on Day 3 of the National Lottery's unique touch soccer St. Vincent and the Grenadines Community College Invitational Football, the championship. So Tuesday the 15th October at Sindel Playing Field, Sports Sciences soon grads took down the Division of Arts, Sciences and General Studies Year 1, 3-0 to register their second consecutive victory and move on top of their preliminary group standing. The match was all but put to bed by the 29th minute, and Captain Delano Benjamin beat everyone but the net to convert directly from a corner and kicking in the second minute. 5 minutes later, Isaiah Charles found the back of the old onion bag to double his team's lead. The cake was then iced by Ferran Duran, who scored in the 29th minute to add to his stalwart defensive work, which earned him the RW Sporting World Player of the Day award. Also, it was then the turn of System 3 youths who had to stave off a determined DTV unit. System 3 youths took an early 9-minute lead via the boot of Jaheim Kirby. But then that was all they could have managed in the first period as the technical lads fought tooth and nail to stay in contention. The floodgates, however, opened in the second period as Kirby added 2 more goals to his tally, scoring again in the 50th and 65th minute. An own goal by DTVE defender completed a 6-0 score in favor of System 3 youths. Day 3 was completed with a 2-0 triumph of Galaxy Gladiators over Hope International Youths. Following the 15-minute delay, Galaxy Gladiators went to work and got their reward in the 11th minute from the boot of Devontae Enville. Hope International did not sit back, but kept attacking only to find no goal at the end of the rainbow. Their matter was all but sealed when Jeveran Boyd converted the second goal for Galaxy Gladiators in the 52nd minute. In day 3, we will see let's see what is going to happen. The 18th at 1 p.m., DASGS Year 2 versus System 3 Youths at 2:30 p.m., Hope International Youths versus DSGS Year 1 at 3:45, Jebel Youths versus Sports Sciences Freshers. All that report was filed by Roxelle John. So we thank Roxelle for all of that. And as I remind you, swimming will be between the 8th and the 10th in St. Vincent and the Grenadines at Shrewsbury with the OECS Championship coming up. We have to congratulate West Indies. Well, I know my friend like he's knocked out a bit there. Was too tired, working too hard, and I haven't heard anything from Gray or Gurley, and maybe a little bit from Gunny. But West Indies women, as you know, they are doing well. So let's hope that the men win the other game in their T20, but the West Indian women are in the World Cup. The next game that they have to play is New Zealand. And I believe if they played as well as they played the last game, they can defeat New Zealand and go straight to the finals, which would be a great thing for St. Vincent and the Grenadines cricket with the West Indies women. The men, the 3-game series that they are playing is 1 each, so they hope they win the other one so that they can come out victorious in those games. But Pakistan ended day 2 with a slight advantage over England. In the second test, Pakistan 366, Cameron Ghulam 118, Siam Ayub 77, Jack Leach 44, 114, Keres 3466, England 239 for 6, Ben Duckett 114, Saud Khan 4486. Norman Ali 2475. Pakistan lead by 127 runs with 3 days remaining. Australia women plays South Africa women in the first semi-finals today in Dubai. Is it Dubai? Yeah, I think it's Dubai. The second semi-finals is set for Friday when the West Indies opposes New Zealand. The winners play in the final scheduled for Sunday. Former SVG Windward Islands and West Indies medium fast bowler Dayton Butler has been appointed to the International Elite Panel of Umpires. He joins Greg Bratwith, Leslie Riffer, and Zahid Basharat. Also, Joel Wilson as the only West Indian on the ICC panel. So, congratulations. The third and decided T20 match between West Indies and Sri Lanka will be played tomorrow in Dambulla. The series is tied 1 game apiece. I spoke about that. So that's what we have on the cricket scene. Results of matches. Well, let me go back in the cricket scene, because in the local cricket, we have the Masters. First of all, we have the Top Billet, National Lottery Authority, Top Billet Progressive Softball Cricket. And we have fixtures for the 19th and the 20th of October. So this weekend, you will see that again. We have on Saturday at 1 p.m. Young Stallion versus Daphne United. At 3 p.m. CMT Outer Trouble versus Older Boys. And on Sunday games, normally 3 games. It starts at 10 a.m. Ovia Strikers versus New Level. 12:30 p.m. Bank of SVG All Stars versus Dr. Thomas Injectors. And at 3 p.m. Ovia Strikers versus Gourmet Bombers. But we have the Masters cricket being played. And that is being played all over St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So that will continue on the weekend. That is being played. So we'll bring you that information when we receive that coming up on the weekend. I don't have the fixtures for the weekend, but I did give the scores this morning for the weekend pass. And, there's the schools netball and football taking place. So we are waiting to see. We give you some scores this morning, and we continue to encourage the Ministry of Education along with the physical education teachers to keep the sports alive in the schools. And that is what's happening there in that area. We have coming up here the netball, the St. Vincent, the Vitamalt Sign Hill Netball Tournament is being played at Sign Hill, and we have the results for today's game. Let me give a little bit of yesterday's game back. Yesterday, on the 14th, game 1, Sign Hill 2 scored 33, and Chatterer Stars only could score 4 goals. So they got licks like peas, they call it. And Nikki, you could tell me what licks like peas mean.
Plenty blows.
Because I know you and Grenadines used to grow a lot of peas and corn. Y'all still do that down there?
Well, they take all the lands and give it away. And then the people start working in the hotel industry now. Say planting is primitive.
Okay. In game 2, 3J's Valley Strikers 30 and Sado Strikers 14. Well, today's game, we just got the results coming in. The results for this Vitamall Sign Hill Netball Tournament for Wednesday the 16th. Game 1, Police Youth Club Ball Blazers 38, Mystic 11. In Game 2, Conquerors 39 and Sado Strikers 20. That's the latest in the Sign Hill game. I was hoping we would have Alex, but Alex seemed to be not able to participate today. I hope that Gray would come there. I was hoping to have Lockhart Sebastian from Dominica. We are trying to get him to come on the program tonight. Lockhart Sebastian has his own sports program in Dominica. He's also very controversial. And, Lockhart Sebastian is a really good cricketer coming out of Gunny, and Alex and them would have played together with Lockhart Sebastian. And we are hoping that we would have had him coming in with us there on this program here tonight. But we'll take a break, commercial break, and we'll see what will happen after. Okay?
The UWI Global Campus St. Vincent and the Grenadines Sir Dwight Venner Independence Lecture will be held on Thursday, October the 17th, 2024 at the UWI Global Campus at 7 p.m. The lecture will be held under the theme Rock of Ages, the Making of the Vincentian Church. The panelists will include Dr. Michael Denny, Dr. Adrian Fraser, Dr. Cleve Scott, and Dr. Arnold Thomas. It's the UWI Global Campus St. Vincent and the Grenadines Sir Dwight Venner Independence Lecture on Thursday, October the 17th, 2024 at the UWI Global Campus. The SPG National Trust invites you to its book launch on Friday, October the 18th, 2024 at the Curators Lodge Botanical Gardens at the CWSA entrance. The book, titled Against Toleration, Britain's Persecution of the Spiritual Baptists, is written by Claudius Fergus. The book launch begins at 4:30 p.m.
Do you have a passion for sport? Then Sports Highlights is a place to be. Share the passion every Sunday and Wednesday, 7 to 9 p.m. Sports from the Heart, only on Sports Highlights.
TK Grace and Company is the number one supermarket for 100% Vincentian. Vincentian Supermarket. We've got more of what you're looking for in multiple locations to serve you more and more. In business now for over 50 years, and you will always save by shopping right here. Oh yes, we're number one. CK Grace and Company, and we are Vincentian, a supermarket for you and me.
Now let's be real. We're not all police officers, but we all want to safeguard our finances. And that's why the Police Cooperative Credit Union is open to everybody. That's right. We cater for anybody. At a brand new location too. Step up to the Police Cooperative Credit Union headquarters on Bay Street between Diamond Girl and Lanes number 2. And we provide a range of top-class financial services, including fixed deposits, quick cash, savings, and loans, and a survivor's benefit grant of $5,000. We're open 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday to Friday and up to 11:30 on Saturday. Check us out on Facebook or call Police Cooperative Credit Union at 485-6840. And remember, even if you're not a police officer, we're cool with that.
St. Vincent Containers proudly introduces its high-quality bathroom tissue. Furtis, Lilies, Midushi. Manufactured to conform to local, CARICOM, and international standards. Tested and certified by the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Bureau of Standards. No roll less than 300 sheets. legitimate sheet and core sizes. Virgin pulp, no recycled. Soft but not lightweight, professionally produced and packaged. Now available throughout St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Vertis, Lilies, Midushi, excellent Vincentian products.
Instacash now offering you more chances to win with 2 new games. There's Strike for $2 and In Between available at $3. These 2 new games are loaded with cash prizes. With Strike, you can match up to 10 numbers and win $2,500. In Between, so easy to play, offering up to $6,000. Get your Instacash Strike and In Between tickets at Lotto agents. And remember, with Instacash, there's no waiting for a draw, and you can win instantly.
The public is asked to note that chiropractor Dr. Edmund Seeley is now conducting clinic and will see patients by appointments only. To make an appointment, call 456-9318 or 531-5318.
Well, we're back with sports highlights here on the nice. I am not in the studio. I'm virtual in the studio. Nikki is in the studio assisting me. As you know, I'm all the way over the seas and far away. And you know, sports highlights come every Wednesday and Sunday. Barring except Sunday, we did not have sports highlights because they had the football in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. See, Alexa is back with us. I wanted to give one information before we go back to cricket. Jono, as you know, Com Sports is having his invitational soccer. He even have a team coming from St. Lucia. And I was looking for that information. Seem not to be able to put my hand on it. There right now. Hopefully, I look for John a page, but I haven't seen it. So the Com Sports will be having, I think it's 8 teams performing. In that, 1 team from St. Lucia. That is on the Independence weekend. You know, John Hollis, and that's at the Com Sports Grounds in Annesville. Alex, good night.
Yeah, good evening, Dougie. How are you doing?
Very nice, great, and wonderful. Tell me something. We have to congratulate our West Indies women. What do you say?
Oh, yes, I really have to. It was really a great feat to beat England. You know, England is the number 2 team in the world after Australia. And we had to beat them to come number 1. If we lost, we would have been out. So
And
it was a great feat.
our next game is New Zealand.
Yes, New Zealand. That's on Friday morning.
If we win New Zealand, what happens?
Well, we have to play the winner of South Africa, England South Africa, Australia for the finals.
The finals is Sunday.
Yeah, the finals is Sunday. Yeah.
Wouldn't it be nice to see the West Indies women bringing back the Women's World Cup?
Everybody will be so happy.
Yeah,
Will be so
you
happy.
remember that time when the women win and then Sammy and them won the men's?
Yeah, the guy have won 3 in a row.
Yeah.
Dougie, we have a
But
caller.
under 19, the West Indies team and the women's team.
Yep. We got a call in line, Nikki say. Caller, good night.
Hello, good night.
Hey, Mr. Defeator, how are you? Hello, good night. You hear me?
Yes, we hear you.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. How are you doing?
I'm good. How is everything?
Good as Sunday.
First thing, I would like to congratulate the Vinci Heat on the victory. Congratulations to the coach, the players, the coaching staff, and to St. Vincent and the Grenadines for the support that they give our national team. It was a really good look, good victory. Okay?
Yes,
so
sir.
I want 100%, 100% Cancun. Yeah. So the reason why I called in December, we will be having our second annual youth futsal tournament in St. Vincent once again. Last December we had it at the Annisvale Hard Court. This this December we cannot get the Annisvale Hard Court, but we have several courts around St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We are expecting 8 teams in U11, 8 teams in U13, 8 teams in U15. We also expected boys and girls. We will be having a primary school and a secondary school futsal tournament also. It will be on December 27th and December 28th. So I just keep those dates in hand, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And it's free for registration, clubs, community, whoever can put a team together in the age appropriate. Okay?
Yeah, I'm listening. Go ahead. Tell me something.
Yeah.
What
go ahead.
What's the reason why you can't get the Annisvale hard court?
It's in repair.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
We will be doing some work on it.
All right.
Yeah.
So where would you be playing? Which
other games will be played at Lomans Hill, the hard court in Lomans Hill, the 2 hard court down Kemden Park, going down to the industrial site, and 1 at Kettle's Government School.
Okay. So well, at least you have some courts.
We try to keep it as close to town as possible. So one of the things that we emphasized was the females. So the females will be taking part in the tournament. So we're looking for U11, U13, and U15 females also to compete.
For those who don't know, what is futsal?
Futsal is a 5v5. It's usually played on a futsal court, which is similar to a basketball court, and it's a very quick game. The ball is a little bit heavier, but it moves very quickly. It's all about skill. It's all about something like basketball but you use your feet and you have like 8 by 6 goals
Okay.
that you can score into. Yeah.
All right. Well, I want to wish you all the best with the tournament. I hope that it will be a success, and being that it is spread out in that particular area, that more persons would have a chance to see and participate. But spectators would get more spectators will get a chance, because you're going into a densely populated area.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, the Annisville would have been like perfect because it's all 4 half court, but apparently we can't get that. So we just have to use what we can get.
Okay.
So I mean, we are still in the stage of organizing. So I'm just putting the information, just letting people know ahead of time.
Okay. Well, feel free anytime and update us here on this program. As you know, you're free to do that. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right then.
All right, man. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you, man. He's a man who's been pushing football for a long time, and we congratulate him. A little bit of tennis. Schools tennis tournament starts in St. Vincent on the 21st, ends on the 23rd of October at the National Tennis Center. That's going to take place there. And we got some information. We didn't get the information from the Tennis Association. Then we got it from someone who sent it to us. I encourage persons, this program is about sports. It's not about
Do you have a passion for sport? Then Sports Highlights is a place to be. Share the passion every Sunday and Wednesday, 7 to 9 p.m. Sports from the heart, only on Sports Highlights.
CK Graves and Company is the number one supermarket, 100% intention. The Intention Supermarket. We've got more of what you're looking for in multiple locations to serve you more and more. In business now for over 50 years, and you will always say by shopping right here. Oh yes, we're number one. CK Graves and Company, and we are Vincent John, a supermarket for you and me.
Now let's be real. We're not all police officers, but we all want to safeguard our finances. And that's why the Police Cooperative Credit Union is open to everybody. That's right, we cater for anybody. At a brand new location too. Step up to the Police Cooperative Credit Union headquarters on Bay Street between Diamond Girl and Lanes number 2. And we provide a range of top-class financial services, including fixed deposits, quick cash, savings, and loans, and the Survivor's Benefit Grant of $5,000. We're open 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday to Friday, and up to 11:30 on Saturday. Check us out on Facebook or call Police Cooperative Credit Union at 485-6840. And remember, even if you're not a police officer, we're cool with that.
St. Vincent Containers proudly introduces its high-quality bathroom tissue. Fortis, Lilies, Midushi. Manufactured to conform to local, CARICOM, and international standards. Tested and certified by the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Bureau of Standards. No roll less than 300 sheets. Legitimate sheet and core sizes. Virgin pulp, no recycled. Soft but not lightweight. Professionally produced and packaged. Now available throughout St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Fortis, Lilies, Midushi, excellent Vincentian products.
Instacash now offering you more chances to win with two new games. There's Strike for $2 and In Between available at $3. These two new games are loaded with cash prizes. With Strike, you can match up to 10 numbers and win $2,500. In Between, so easy to play, offering up to $6,000. Get your Instacash Strike and In Between tickets at Lotto agents. And remember, with Instacash, there's no waiting for a draw, and you can win instantly.
The public is asked to note that chiropractor Dr. Edmund Seeley is now conducting clinic and will see patients by appointments only. To make an appointment, call 456-9318 or 531-5318.
Yeah, we're back again after a commercial break. As I was speaking, no, Alex, you still with me?
Yes, I'm here, Dougie.
Yeah, all right. Nicky saying not paying attention, man. He's laughing at you.
Really? Why?
I don't know. He said you're too slow on the draw. He said Calico people normally is quick in the draw. I had to ask you, grip.
Alex snowing in the background there, man.
No, I'm here, man.
Yeah. Test match. Give me a little feel on the test matches now.
Which one? Remember India and completely the first day.
The India game ran out?
Yeah, the first day. Yeah, India. New Zealand out completely.
So when that's continuing tomorrow?
Yes, this evening.
Oh, this evening. Okay, I forget. Remember time limit and things like that. Yeah.
Tonight.
Okay.
And Pakistan played England.
Yeah, well, they're 170. They lead them 127 runs right now.
Yeah, 127.
Yeah, three.
Yeah, Pakistan 366. Yes, all out. And England 5-6.
Well, you have a prediction on that?
Well, I mean, I think England is gonna beat the music. Or Pakistan just show up one year and don't show up the next day. You know, and so
you
on.
like West Indies then?
Yeah, show up one year and don't show up the next day.
Because West Indies is doing that. Because West Indies got to hope up everybody way. Next thing you know, West Indies just go and fling the bat. You know, so let's hope that they do better this time. I want to go back now to a little bit of the international football because I didn't give any information on that. And so we have results of the matches in the Nations League football. Barbados 6, Bahamas 2. Costa Rica 3, Guatemala 0. Martinique 0, Guadeloupe 0. So they draw. Suriname 5, Guyana 1. Belize 3, Turks and Caicos 0. That's in the Nations League Cup in those games that were played. In the CONMEBOL South American World Cup qualifiers, Paraguay 2, Venezuela 1. Uruguay 0, Ecuador 0. Argentina 6, Bolivia 0. And Brazil 4, Peru 0. And in 2 football friendlies, Mexico 2, USA 0. Canada 2 and Panama 1. also some information there. Manchester United will terminate Sir Alex Ferguson ambassadorial role to the tune of £2.6 million at the end of the season as the club seeks to cut costs. So maybe they can hire me or Nikki to take over. We'll take only £500,000 is okay. We won't go by 2.6. Alex, you could apply for the job.
Not the football job.
Yeah. Well, you
Not
say you used to be a
football job right
goalkeeper.
now.
You know? You used to be a goalkeeper, so you could go give them some tips on that and so forth. £2.6 million. All right. So I have an interesting story in athletics. 31-year-old UK athlete Annie Togo was born in Ghana but was raised in Britain from the age of 6. She became British under 17 100-meter sprint champion in 2010, but she had to stop running for nearly 10 years after blowing out both knees and developing arthritis. She made a remarkable comeback. That is no easy thing to do, no, have arthritis and come back. She made a remarkable comeback last year in 2023 as part of the British relay team, who won bronze at the World Athletics Champions in Budapest. She has also worked as a model, but spoke about racism she experienced that caused her to start bleaching her skin lighter to become acceptable and feel more beautiful. She accepted her beautiful dark skin just 3 years ago and says black is beautiful. But that is part of her story. But to Alex, to have your knees give you trouble with arthritis and can't run for 10 years and come back and be a formidable force is not an easy feat.
Incredible.
I'm telling you, I always look for some stories. I had another story yesterday, I think it was, with Sylvester Stallone. And Sylvester Stallone, as you know, had to be training for his role in Rocky. He is Mr. Rocky.
Yeah, he's not only rock.
Yeah, I don't know if his Rocky's up by me up in St. Vincent, but he is Rocky. And he said Stallone starkly revealed that the big puncher Ernie Shavers, you remember Ernie Shavers, a heavyweight boxer?
Yes, I remember
Right,
when the show was back in the day.
He said Ernie Shavers gave him a beat down when the pair sparred in the 1970s. He says that September 22, after an illness, he died after an illness and had one of the biggest punches in the entire sport. Even George Foreman famously rated Shavers as the hardest hitting top division operator of all time. But Stallone say he put one beat down on him. He was training, so he took all the lexicon. He said during the chat, saw a short appearance in New York, Hollywood legend Stallone spoke to a UK journalist, Jonathan Ross, and a guest via Zoom. He spoke of sparring with the boxing legends in several preparations for his Rocky movie franchise. But he said that man could hit hard. And he got properly beaten. In St. Vincent, Nicky would say, soften him up. Alex, you say when a man get blows like that, you said you soften him up, man. So those are some interesting stories when it comes to sporting figures. I was looking at a story here. Let me see if it's on my well, you know, West Indies, Cricket West Indies, Lenford Ivory has been appointed as the new chief operating officer and an acting chief executive officer of Cricket West Indies. Is that so?
Yes, I saw that. That was
Yeah,
a few weeks ago.
yeah. So he's said the board of directors selected him for the role during a meeting in Port of Spain on the 28th of September. He is an Antigua national, was born in Guyana, has
Yep.
over a decade of experience at Cricket West Indies. The sporting body noted that he has played a pivotal role in driving the organization's strategic and operational initiatives for over a decade. Most recently, he spearheaded the formation of CWI's 2024 to 2027 strategic plan titled The Long Run, which outlines the comprehensive roadmap focused on improving governance, enhancing cricket development, optimizing operational efficiency, and ensuring long-term growth and sustainability for the organization, the CWI stated. So we have to give him some congratulations based on his achievements. But I come back now to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. You know, much has been said about Dr. Shallow as he entered the political realm. And if you listen around the region, Alex, you're a man, you listen to almost every cricket sporting talk show around the region.
Every one of them.
What is Dominica's Lockett Sebastian's comments on Shallow?
Dominica and well, look at Sebastian is saying that he's like he doesn't understand what happened and Charlo. And the point that the comments he made about Charlo being 30 years back. Since Charlo been president of the Cricket West Indies, for whatever reason, West Indies cricket have been improving in both the one days and the test cricket. We have come up in the rankings. And nobody doesn't understand why. You listen to Barbados, Mason and Guest and Phil Wallace, all of them, and it's the same thing. Because a man is running against you, I mean for the other party, what is the problem?
Because West Indies was down in the doldrum. What was the ranking of West Indies cricket 3 years ago?
West Indies cricket in the test match ranking was number 9, now we're going to number 7. Well, as to the 2020, we were number 8, and now we're going to number 3. Number 3. We beat so many teams. We went to Australia. We tied a test match against Australia. That series, we actually won one in 29 years. We have been improving. The only decline, well, not decline because we're going low, is the one-day games. The 50 over and shall have nothing to do with that. Yeah, ODIs, yeah. Well, that's one day, ODIs, yeah. You know, so I mean, whatever he was saying is like, and what is you don't understand is that every country is listening to him and they don't understand what he's just talking about. Because it's not true. It's certainly not true.
Because if a person is elected you know, and the other thing that challenges me, if a person is elected to do a job, and that job proves that the organization that you are elected to has improved tremendously, but not in one aspect, but in more than one. Because here you have a ranking, you move up 2 points in your 2 positions in your test ranking.
Mm-hmm.
You move up 5 positions in your
In the 2020 ranking, five
in the
positions.
T20. Yeah, 5 positions in the T20. But more so, West Indies has always been for a long, as far as years and years, can't say how far back,
Since
been in the black,
1995, for
in the
29
red,
years,
in
we
the
have
red.
been 29 years, 1995, we have been under.
29 years. They've been in the red. They
Mm.
had no money in the kitty.
Oh, we're talking about financial now. Okay.
Yes, yeah. Talk about in the financial. I don't know how long, not 29. I don't know if it's 29 years, but I know that West Indies cricket was in the red for
Yeah, sorry,
many.
I thought you were talking about the cricket and the
Yeah.
Finland. Okay. I don't know how long they were in the red for, for
Yeah. But
speaking about
now they have $40 million and 40 million EC dollars.
in the black, in the black.
Yes. And it's not EC dollars, Alex.
Well, everything is US now, except when somebody wants to change it from EC to US.
So I raise this issue as shallow as a sports administrator, but also one who now see the need for him to also enter into the political realm, but has been ridiculed by a prime minister because he is not on his side of the coin. And I think that's a disservice to sports. Because whether or not you are a political opponent, because Julian Hunt was a politician and was president.
We have a caller. Good night.
Dougie,
Yes, sir.
up to today, we don't know where's Alex King as God. Dougie. I used to go to California last minute United, right? I don't know it's Alex King. I don't
Really?
know this guy, Dougie. And he keeps talking on the radio station like he was such a great this and you. I don't even know the guy.
You don't know him?
I don't know him.
How old are you? How old are you?
Alex King. And Calico. I used to go to Calico play football. And I don't know this guy, Alex King. What the fuck is he?
But hey, no.
Stop. What's that?
Yeah, we had to cut him off because he has to be. You must have some respect, man. You can't come and cuss on the stage. I asked him a question. How old is he? How old is he? He didn't answer. Instead of cussing bad word, you can't get respect if you're going to behave like that, because certainly if you're going to behave like that and you call back the station and you don't apologize, we won't accept you.
Yeah. But why are you picking on me?
No, because some people just have difficulty. Maybe you did something to him, but you had to be in St. Vincent to do something to him. You see how things happen in this country now. If you are speaking, why he has to behave so? Why he has to behave so? But time will tell. When
I think so much more about this. From so many times. know why you were.
Yeah, but don't take him on because when people behave like that, they have ulterior motives. They definitely have ulterior motives. But we can't stop them from feeling the way they feel. We are speaking sports.
But then he called us soon after the thing came up with
Shallow. Yeah. Well, you see, this is where the problem. But Shallow is the president of Cricket West Indies, and if Shallow is involved in politics, should we not speak to that issue as the sports administrator for the whole of the West Indies? Then if that upsets the young man or old man or middle-aged man, I don't know. He said he used to go and play football. He don't know you. Well, how long you been away, Alex?
Dougie, as you but he was there. Came to New York October 12, 1974. I've been in New York for 50 years. But fortunately, I keep coming back to St. Vincent. I spent a year and a half, a year. So everybody thought I live in St. Vincent. So I keep coming back and forth. So it's got for 50 years, but I've been here for 50 years. When I came back, I played for St. Vincent again. I came back in 1980, I played for St. Vincent against Antigua. With the 50 over game, I played for St. Vincent. Whenever I come home and they give me a chance, because they always say that I'm a stranger. I live in New York. I'm an American. So I just don't really understand. I'm a Vincentian, born and bred. I contribute a lot to Vincentian play in terms of sportsmen and everything else.
So they want to take away your Calico citizenship. They want to take away your Calico citizenship. No, but
sometimes I really can't get comments and some things on your radio stations, and I don't know what.
I apologize, Dougie. Honestly, Dougie, I don't know this guy. I don't even black and white. This guy Alex King. Honestly to God. You know, I'm cut me off on him. His name is I used to go Calico. We used to beat Calico in every game. Las Vegas United. We used to beat Calico.
How old are you?
How old are you? That's guy Alex King. I'm 64 years old, guy.
You're 54?
You know me? As Ivan DuPont.
I don't know.
I don't know you. I don't know if they're black or they're white.
Yeah.
I want to know. I must stop there. You can't, Dougie, this guy here keeping on your program.
Yeah?
This guy.
Why you say that?
I know you're fucking know.
What you say? Start cussing again. You apologize, say you're cussing again. Old man, like he drinks. Yeah, he going to smoke something, man, tonight, man. Come on, you can't be doing that. Can't be doing that. Well, here, you see, I don't know, something is wrong. He's not normally that kind of person, so I'll give him a little excuse. Nicky will give him a bye.
Also, I guess you know who the person is then.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm surprised. I think he probably has an issue.
Hello, good night.
Hey, good night, gentlemen. Good night.
Alex, are you afraid of him, no?
No, well, I Dougie, my dear, I ain't afraid of nobody. I just take up the challenge. Yeah, but then, now, Dougie, the guy DuPont, okay, see, you don't know Alex King, you don't know, and you should come Calico and he this and he that and he that. But then, you see these guys, it's not everybody that you will know. And then sometimes we don't check, sometimes these guys don't self, I don't think these guys used to follow local sports at the time when Alex was playing for combined schools here in St. Vincent before he makes St. Vincent team. I don't know if the guy know that.
You don't know that. You don't know that.
Right? Oh, and if you know that Alex played for the Combined Islands under 19 cricket, start from St. Vincent, the Island, Combined Island under 19.
That's when he played with Holden and Daniel Windell and all of them. All these guys. The guy don't know what he's talking about.
Right, so when he is talking that, okay, well, if you don't know, don't come and make nice because and talking about holding on the program, but then it's just what the facts you put out, the facts, and people get hyper because for some reason or the other.
Well, secondly, he don't know that Alex made the first century at Arnesville.
And then look, in 1979 when we formed Packers, Alex came when he was part of Packers. Packers had developed to be one of the.
I came back spent a year and a half home. I came back and spent a year and a half home with Packers 11.
Right, so
with Linton Lewis and Otto Linton Lewis and all the guys.
So if the guy don't know, okay, if you don't know, just keep your mouth closed and try to find out who is Alex King instead of coming running off his mouth like that.
Yeah, well, I'll give an excuse because somehow I feel that he I don't know if he took a substance or something. I really don't know. But he's not too well. So if he taken any substance, please, because he's not well. Honestly, he's not well.
But Dougie, my concern about this is that he called in after we were talking about shallow.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what his agenda, but I mean it's totally wrong.
Yeah. Well,
Dougie.
Tell me, sir.
Could I have you when I lose all my links, you could send back a link to me, right?
Yeah, I will do that. I know you get a new phone.
So I down the line, so I will drop the line because a person might want to make.
No, hold on.
Give me a number. Let me send the link one time.
455.
Yeah.
9285.
9285.
Right.
Okay.
Who gave a new phone? Sorry.
My son bring me a phone.
Okay. I just want to hear his son get a phone. Yeah.
Okay, then let me drop the line.
But Alex, great. Very good.
Yeah.
Alex was.
I hear still.
Alex was telling me something different to who gave you the phone. So I was also only verified. That's just something different.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, right.
Okay, then let me drop this line here. Okay, then. All right, gentlemen. All right.
Okay, then. All right. We have a few more minutes remaining anyway. 9 more minutes. Alex, let's somebody call it?
No.
Okay, all right. I thought I heard like somebody call it. Okay, let's see. We have Doug Howard here now. Good evening, Doug. Wait, you switch him off? Switch it on.
Good night, Dougie.
Okay, Doug. How are you, sir?
What's up, boss? I am trying my best to do the best. I listen to the program all night, and that is a very good interview with Ezra Hendrickson. But that is not what prompted me to call. What prompted me to call is when Kempes calling and talk about Alex King. He never heard of Alex King. Now I know Kempes very good. Me and Kempes grew up in town and everything together. Kempes is one of St. Vincent's best footballers. He played for Barbados. But Alex King is the first man make a century at the Arnesville playing field. First class century. And how come Kempes never heard of him? And I know Alex King before I actually know Alex King.
Well, Alex is a Carib.
And then he would say that, you know if I'm white. Yes, I'm white.
Yeah, but that is what we name Han Red Irons. Red Irons.
Oh, you mean who Raggedy?
Yeah.
No,
Red
no,
Irons.
there's
Horn, man. Used to captain St. Vincent team in the days with them guys, Zupang and them.
Oh, okay.
Right. Red Irons.
Yeah, I know it.
Red Irons used to always tell me, he said, Doug, we got to make a Sports Hall of Fame because people will forget we. They won't know we. They won't know about us. And this is one of the time I think, this is one of the thing will prompt me to call with Kempes, that this proved the point that Red Iron, Horn, he was right that we should really have a Sports Hall of Fame so we could know who the great players in all the disciplines who have gone to the great beyond, and those who come before us, and those who, like me and Alex, so then we wisdom years. and we wisdom years, you know. Twilight wisdom years. That those who come in behind us won't know not about the people who make it possible. Because I know if you ask most of them, but Ezra Hendrickson, they will only know, some of them only know learning about him. And I said, some of them only.
And that's why I asked Hendricks to explain to people who he is, because we would know because we follow. But there are a lot of persons who don't know. Just don't know.
Yeah. And so that's my reason for calling. And let me tell you something, Dougie. Remember, Kempes was one of St. Vincent's best soccer players in his days.
Mm-hmm.
And he also go and represent Barbados.
Yes.
He was that good. Mm-hmm. And it have some players who playing today in soccer don't know who Kempes is. So Kempes got to be mindful and listen sometime about certain things. And that's all I want to say. And with the time going down, I'll say good night to everybody. I make my point.
Yes, sir. All right.
Thank
you. Before you go, this is not sports.
Doggy.
This is not sports, but it will be a thought for sports tourism and people who want to go and see sports. I was looking for some flights at JetBlue because American Airlines is becoming too expensive now. And JetBlue, it's cheaper for me to book a flight from here, go to New York, and go home. By half.
Of course.
By half.
Of course.
So I thought we're coming from Florida.
To New York.
To New York, and then go home. It's cheaper. Right? So I am telling persons to check out those possibilities. And if people start using JetBlue a little bit more, it will force American Airlines to go back to reasonable fares.
Well, let me throw a little curveball on you, and I'll bow out. American Airlines own JetBlue.
I know that. I know they had a merger. I know they had a merger. They had a merger about 2.5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, boss. I will say good night, and I know you got to wrap up.
Yes. So I'm gonna do that now. So I want to thank everybody. I want to thank Hendrickson for coming and giving us his presence in the sports highlights, bringing us up to steam about football in general and franchise football, the pressures of international football and international franchise, the MLS, and what to expect. I want to thank him for giving us some confidence in that he has seen talents, and he said at least 5 persons, almost 7, that he think has the capacity of really making it into league, those kinds of leagues football. That's is promising for the team that we have now. So it means that we have some talent that we could hopefully go forward with. Want to wish Vince Heat all the best and hope that they will get into the 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 finals there, and so we could end up with the Gold Cup. Let's hope and let's support them, support the coach and the Football Federation, because nothing would unite us more than sports. And football is a game that can unite us as a nation, because cricket is not St. Vincent by itself is not on the world stage, but St. Vincent, the collective of either in the West Indies and players, when it's not a focus. Football is a focus that can bring St. Vincent in the spotlight, and it can unite us. So it's important that we hope for the best in that. And the sports tourism could be a massive thing if we develop sports tourism to the point that is it will bring fruit to our country and expose us seeing great players, and allow the guys to want to emulate great players. I want to thank you, Alex, for being with us tonight. I know you're a little bit tired tonight. Nikki,
Yeah, I'm a little bit tired, especially after this
Ricky,
phone call and everything else.
Yeah, yes. Ricky, Nikki said to remind you that you can't burn your candles at three ends. I don't know where he get a three-ended candle.
Alex, you know better than that, right?
Yeah, I know. I'm going with Dougie. Well, I could talk to Dougie after the show, so it's all right.
So I want to thank everybody, and on Sunday evening we will hopefully we'll have a look at Sebastian on Sunday, Alex.
I am, yes, he promised me that he will be on it because he wanted to talk about the thing with Dr. Shallow and the miss and the thing with the wrong information that the Prime Minister is giving us about Dr. Shallow and the West Indies team.
Okay.
And nobody don't understand why. Because it's not true.
Okay then, Alex. Well, good night and good night, fellas. Thank you, fellas, in the studio, Nikki and Gussie. Take it easy. God bless. Have a great night.
Okay. Right. And that's it for Sports Highlights for tonight, Wednesday, 16th October 2024. We locking off.